Come here. Hi friends, so we just ran to Sam's Club and got our groceries for the week. We spent a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost threw up honestly when we finished going. I knew that I was spending $60 on just, you know, Tide and Cascade to get that $15 back, but you know, sometimes you're like, oh, so $100. Hey, can I talk? So $100 worth of that was diapers, So $100 worth of that was Cascade diapers and Tide Pods. So not the end of the world. All right, my friends. So we headed to our favorite place in the world. Here's a Sam's grocery haul. Chicken breast, tenders. This is probably the cheapest per ounce. Peanut butter, we were running low. Naan bread, because I make a chickpea curry that we're going to eat this week. Peppers, I'm going to make some rose con pollo. Apples, because we always keep them in the house. Sweet kale salad, this is my favorite. Southwest chop salad for my husband's lunches, and some romaine to add to that. Found a really cool recipe, so I'm going to try that with this bread. I don't usually buy bread, but 45 calories is a good freaking deal. Brioche slider buns for the burgers that we have, and then carb counter wraps. My husband wants to make smash burgers, so I thought I'd grab those, and those for the son and me. Greek yogurt to mix with our chobani. That stuff is way too sweet for me, and queso. Alright, so Greek yogurt to mix with the chobani because it's too sweet. Some queso for the arroz con pollo. Honey, because that's always something we need. We got some extra maple syrup. It's the cheapest. Sorry guys. Salsa, because that's just something we always keep in the house when we were out. Bacon. I'm going to make some bacon and goudas. I'm going to make some more ciabatta bread and do that for us. Uncured Canadian bacon for my husband. Found these prime rib steak burgers that were on sale for $14. So these will be great for smash burgers. And then we grabbed a pack of chicken because it was just right there. So I don't have to thaw any for the week. Chips, because we always have chips. 2 oat milks so we don't run out. And then Premier Protein for my husband's coffees. Just seems to be the best way to save us. So there's a little Sam's haul. Simple, easy, done. And then P&G is running a sale at Sam's that if you get 2 Cascades, or you spend $60. So I got 2 Cascades and Tides, so that you can get a $15 reward. Easy, done. So that got that. And then diapers. It's $40, but Sam's Club has good diapers. So that is that. All right, my friends, I hope you really enjoyed that little bit of kiddo in there. So this is the French toast, the recipe that I found, and I'll post the recipe that I found below that I used it from, and I made it a little different. I used this Sara Lee Delightful bread. I think I could probably make it the same amount of calories, but for now it was just convenient. French toast just sounded really good and healthy. So my husband has a sweet tooth, and this is a good way to get some extra sugar in there just so he has it in the morning so he doesn't feel deprived all day. So for the first bit, I took probably 10, 11, 12 pieces of bread, and then I ended up making 2 smaller containers because that's how she made it in the meal prep, which I thought was really interesting. I took a scoop, well, 2 scoops of my cachava, so that's 1 entire protein shake, and put that into a blender bottle because blender bottles are so simple and easy, and they make it really easy to put everything together. So I did that, and then I added some collagen protein, just a good way to get it in there. My husband doesn't love the flavor and like the texture, so it's a good way to hide it from myself and him. So I did 2 scoops of that. That adds about 20 grams of protein, so that's really good protein to add. And I poured that all into a bowl, and then I added 6 eggs. She used egg whites. I was out of egg whites, so I just used regular eggs. And I added a little extra water just to give a little bit of extra because the very bottom still had a decent amount of that in there. So you could do this in a blender too, and it probably would work just as well. And then honestly, I think this was a lot of liquid. I probably would do it a little different next time and break the bread up like she did, but even in the big pan, and then just, you know, kind of portion it out because for some reason the bottoms just became really, really soggy. I also let this set overnight, so that's maybe part of it. So pumpkin pie spice, throw that in, a little bit of vanilla extract, just a little extra flavor. And just a reminder, I am pregnant, so if I sound like I'm out of breath a little bit, sometimes I am, especially during the grocery haul. I was trying to get all of our groceries in from Sam's Club while attending to a toddler and 2 dogs, so it is what it is, you know? So, mama, if you're struggling and you're out of breath, it's okay. We're all there, so. I added this all together, whisked it with my new whisk. I got a cute little whisk at a store the other day because I found a gift card that we hadn't used from our wedding. And it's one of those ones for actual bread, but that's okay. So I realized I didn't show you. I actually put all that in, poured it on top, and then I put it into the refrigerator to cook the next morning. And then I cut up all of our chicken. I threw half, almost half, maybe a little bit more, into the crock pot with salsa and taco seasoning. That was kind of just for my husband's Southwestern salad meals. And then the rest, I'm going to make Parmesan crusted chicken. So I'll show you how to make that. It's one of our favorite recipes. And, you know, it's funny, the other day I got this thing that said, oh, health, what is healthy? The only thing in your grocery haul was yogurt that was healthy. And I'm going to be honest with you, even the yogurt wasn't even that healthy. It had 11 grams of added sugar in one. Didn't even realize that. Will not be buying that anytime soon. So just a reminder that health is relative to what you need right now and the nutrition you need. Taco seasoning and salsa on my crock pot, and you're done. Put it on low, you out. You're good. I put it on low for 6 to 8 hours, and then I shredded it when I was done. So it is one of those simple, easy things. And here I am recording a reel because, you know, life is life, right? So yeah, back to health. I plan to make a video soon about, you know, carbs, protein, and fat, and what really is health. I want you to think about that. What's important to you, and what would you want to know? Because if you could comment down below, I'm going to work on that video in the next few weeks. And I just think it's really important that we don't just say, oh, health, oh, nutrition. Like, what is health? What is nutrition? What is feeling good? What is being well? Let's not just, you know, say everybody has the exact same and everybody feels the exact same way. Like, how can we really feel our best? And nutrition is a good big part of that, but there's more to it. It's not just nutrition. So just a reminder that, you know, saving yourself and not eating any foods you like is not going to help you. So I'm going to add Duke's mayonnaise to this. So of course that is a fat. It's a pretty heavy fat. So just be aware. I love Duke's mayonnaise, but I have toned it down in this recipe a little bit. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chicken breasts right here. And this is Parmesan cheese that I just showed you. And then I'm going to add adobo on my chicken. Again, my salt intake's a little low, so just adding salt where I can, and adding flavor, you know. So the adobo also has garlic and pepper in it too, so it's really good. So I add my Parmesan cheese, mix, 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 and then I'm going to add more Parmesan cheese. Sometimes I use the smell test and make sure it doesn't smell like mayonnaise, and that'll tell you if you have enough Parmesan. It just depends on how you are. Now remember that Parmesan is a higher protein cheese, still has fat, but it is a higher protein cheese. So I'm going to throw all this in and, you know, just lay it on top of my chicken. I'm going to cook this on 425 later this afternoon for dinner. And then I have mashed potatoes, which was supposed to be potato soup. So there's that. I'm going to make like loaded mashed potatoes just for me and my husband and my kiddo, and some green beans. Just a, you know, one of those comfort food dinners. This is one of my favorite dinners to make. It kind of is like the Longhorn Parmesan crusted chicken. So this is kind of where that recipe came from. We've been doing it for years and years. So it's simple, it's easy, it's done. And then I'm going to throw some breadcrumbs on. Normally when I am doing my nutrition stuff and not pregnant, I don't always add breadcrumbs, but sometimes I just like that extra little flavor. And then I'm going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top too. There's our breadcrumbs. Not a lot, just a little bit. And you don't have to add those. Those are just extra. Just give it that extra little bit of coating. My son loved this. He doesn't usually always love this, and he was obsessed with it. So maybe that just is the key. So add that Parmesan cheese on top, and then that gets nice and bubbly and brown when you cook it about 425 for about 20 minutes. So I just covered this with aluminum foil. I do not have a top for this pan, and threw it in the microwave, in the refrigerator, so that it could sit. And ignore my Dr. Pepper. I was craving it, y'all. I'm sorry. So now we're going to make my husband's salads, and this is my favorite, sweet kale salad. Yes, I eat the entire container, probably shouldn't, but it's so good. The key to the kale salad, and I don't know if you're doing this or not, shake that up and let it sit in the fridge. It kind of breaks down the kale, makes it way easier to eat. So you're not just like chomping and chomping. Actually, my mom said that the other day, and I was like, why are you not doing that? So the Southwest salad kit, I just split half and half, and then I use the little muffin silicone things and put the toppings in there so they don't get all mixy and icky, because it does come with the harder toppings and the cheese. And then I put all the dressing into small little containers. And then these are prepped. This is a good way to do it if your husband works and if you just don't want to have to make lunches every time. And so now it's all prepped, it's good, and it's easy to take out. The next thing I'm going to do is wait for that chicken to be done. I'm going to throw 6 ounces of that once it's shredded into containers to throw on top of these in the refrigerator, and then that whole thing will be done. I have 4 days of lunches for him to prep and 1 dinner probably, because we only have 3 days left in the week. So that's done, finished, good to go. And then I'm going to show you my fridge real quick. I have my kale salad in there. I have that Parmesan crusted chicken I made, and then our French toast ready to go for the week. It's so nice to have it done. Enjoy! I hope you loved this grocery haul, and I hope you love these recipes. If you need help with your budget, if you need help with your nutrition, I am here. Please sign up for my newsletter in the description below, and thank you so much for watching again. I'll have the French toast recipe and where I found it in the description. Subscribe!